Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at two 350 V2s, both in the black static non-reflective colorway. One of them is a replica pair, it's one of the budget batches, it's one of the cheapest on the market. The other one is obviously a retail pair. We'll just be breaking down some of the flaws between the two pairs, just to see the differences, just to see how you can legit check a 350 V2 in the black static colorway, just so you don't get scammed or anything like that when you're trying to buy an authentic pair. So just first off, we'll look at the boxes. So can you tell just by the boxes which one is the retail pair? Both are in pretty good condition. However, this box here is slightly darker than this one because this one is actually the authentic pair. So here is a look at the box labels. They're both very similar indeed. I can notice the text and the print on the authentic pair is slightly darker than on the replica pair on the right hand side. Other than that though, they're very similar. The barcode is slightly different, it's slightly darker on the left side again and different on the right one. This one also has the retail sticker from the store to show that it was purchased authentically from a retail store. It was Foot Locker in fact. We'll have a look at the text on the inside as well. Not much difference there at all. Maybe a slight difference in thickness and size, but other than that, they're almost identical. So that's pretty much it with the boxes. So we'll now take a look at the shoes themselves. There will be a test at the end of this video. It will be an on-foot footage. One of them will be from the replica pair and one of them will be from the retail pair. You will have to try and guess which one is which. The answer will be revealed on my Instagram when I do the test. So just let me know what you think and I'll reveal the answer soon. Take out the authentic pair first. So there's the authentic pair, and then we'll take out the replica pair. So we'll just move the boxes to the side and break down some of the flaws with the shoes. So before I break down the differences between the two pairs, I'm just going to do a bit of B-roll on both of them, just so you can have a look at them and see the differences. So now that you've seen the B-roll, we'll just start to break down some of the flaws with the shoes themselves. The replica pair being on my right and the retail pair being on my left. So firstly, here is the retail stickers from in-store. This was purchased in the UK, so the stickers may vary depending on where you purchase them from. This is what was on the replicas. Just these two tags here. So if we look at the tags and compare them, you can see on the retail pair on the left, it's actually much thicker. They've based this off the old Adidas labels that used to be on Yeezys, but they've actually changed them for the black one. So you can see there's a difference there. If we look at the overall shape, here is the replica pair. So you can see the shape there, and above we can see the retail shape, so you can see clear differences in the shape straight away. That's one telltale point to look for. Probably the key flaw with budget batches that I've noticed is actually on the inside. Hopefully this is going to show up. But this striped pattern here, see it cuts up into the sock liner halfway through and doesn't appear on the heel. But if we look at the retail pair, you can see the stripe pattern there cuts up all the way to the back of the heel. So you can see the stripe pattern on the heel there going all the way down. That's a key flaw on the budget replicas. I've not looked at higher tier replicas to see if this is a difference, but that's just one to look for. If you look at the front, we look at the stitching, You can see the stitching is actually thicker on the replica pair compared to the retail. On the retail it's much tighter and more cleanly done, whereas the replica is a bit messy. So that's the difference there. You shouldn't really take notice of the stripe length because this does vary between different pairs. However, if you look on the retail pair, the dots are clearly visible under this lighting, the holes in the stripe, whereas on the replica pair you can hardly see them, if see them at all. So that's a clear difference there. I will now give you some 3M B-roll just so you can see the difference on 3M on the laces, just if you want to have a look at that, and then we'll go into some other flaws. So if we look at the heel, there is a difference in colour between the back sole plates. So on the retail pair on my left, it's almost a shiny glossy look, whereas on the replica pair it's more of a matte finish. So there is a difference there. Also, the sole plate itself is actually slightly more see-through on the replica pair. Hopefully this is going to come up in the lighting. But it's slightly more see-through on the replica pair. It's also a more matte finish than the actual retail pair itself. This happens on the sole as well. On the sole of the retail pair on the left, it's like got a slight shine to it, whereas on the replica pair here, it's more of a matte finish. If we look at the boosts, I'll try and get the camera to focus on this. So this is the replica boost. It's actually slightly too defined and quite hard compared to the retail boost. If we get the retail boost up here, it's actually less defined and slightly more flat than the replica one. I will give you a close-up camera view of this just up here, so check that out. You see the differences more closely. So I'll take out the insoles and just have a look at them now. Firstly, you can also notice that on the pull tab here on the retail one, it's closer to the heel. On this replica pair, it's slightly looser, comes out further than on the retail pair. So we take out the paper. This was in the replica. This was in the replica one. And this is in the retail one. They're actually incredibly similar this time. The paper is actually slightly thicker on the replica than on the retail. But it's very small compared to what it used to be. So we'll have a look at the insoles now. So the insole of the replica is in my right hand, and of the retail it's in my left hand. So at the top it is retail and the bottom it is replica. So if we look at the Adidas symbols, you can actually see the stripes on the Adidas symbol on the bottom one. The replica one are too thick. It's also got an outline around the Adidas symbol in the slot navy black kind of colour, whereas on the retail one there is no print around the outside and it's cleanly printed. There is no colour difference, however, between the two. If we look at the Adidas symbol on the bottom, the R next to the Adidas symbol on the replica is actually much larger than on the retail one. However, the Adidas symbol is cleanly printed, however the letters are slightly thin on the bottom, so that's quite a difference there. The print on the side is almost identical, maybe slightly thicker on the replica pair this time again. If we look at the holes on the forefoot, there's a difference as well. There's almost a bigger gap on the retail one compared to the replica one. So that's a difference there. Other than that though, the replica pair has done actually an extremely good job of replicating this, but I don't think it's a very hard colorway to replicate because it is just an all black. I will now give you some footage of it, both of them on feet. I'll have one replica on one foot, one authentic on the other, and I want you to try and guess which one you think is on either foot. So just have a look out for that. Comment down below which foot you think the retail one is and which one you think the replica one is. I will give the answer on my Instagram when I decide to post that. So look out for that. But thank you very much for always supporting the channel. If you could subscribe and like this video, it means a lot to me. So please look out for the test on Instagram, because this will be going up probably the same time. Let me know as well down below if you've spotted any other differences that you can see. But in my opinion, it's done a pretty good job. There are still a few signs to look for, but for a budget batch, it's done a pretty excellent job. Well, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Let me know what you want to see next. I think I have a glow Yeezy coming as well, so just let me know if you want to see that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.